I think I'm live. I'm not sure. How can I tell if I'm live?
I'm Millie, a content creator coach and
All right. Okay. So we are live. I just want to make sure I can see the comments. Hi. I'm trying something new, so bear with me. I'm literally trying like a whole new um whole new system. Hi Goddess. If you see me looking, so I have a new iPad mini, and I'm trying to see like how to film with the iPad mini. It's different because I've been using my laptop, and oops. Hi Goddesses. So I'm like streaming as well too. So oops, and that, all right. So I'm looking over here and I'm looking over here, and then I want to do like one more setup, but I don't know if this is doing too much. But this is like how this is how everything looks like. So cool. I'm like literally, ah. So thank you. So I have this whole new setup. I'm trying to make sure I can see you guys' comments on YouTube and comments on Instagram. I have this whole new setup. I have a new device. I have an iPad mini. It's really cute. I'm gonna show you guys on Instagram how I turn this around. So this is like my new iPad to stream for YouTube, because the phone sometimes is not just enough for me. And then if I want to like do like a join with someone on YouTube or whatever, I can do it on the iPad. So that's that. Also, what I was gonna say, it's so funny. I bought an iPad earlier this year for the giveaway on the podcast, and I didn't buy myself one. And I'm like, I have been missing out. So I've been playing around with it. I haven't had it that long, for like maybe a week. If you don't know, August, when did it start? I think it was like July the 29th through August 11th. It's no tax, so everything is like tax free. If you're in the market for like tech devices like iPads, computer, laptops, phone, school clothes, shopping, whatever, I think this is like the back to school tax-free kind of thing situation going on. So hi, I listen to your affirmations every morning before I start work. Thank you for being you. Thank you, Shelby. I appreciate that. I missed someone's chat. Let me see. Good morning. Good morning, beautiful people. So yeah, right now I'm like, okay, how can I look at, oh, maybe if I click like this. No, this doesn't show me the chat options. Oh well. Oh well. So right now I can only see me unless I look over here to see what you guys are chatting about on YouTube. I have been listening to the August affirmations and I love them. I'm so happy you love them. We're gonna chat a little bit about August goals and all that good stuff. Oh, you know what? I want to do my hair first. I almost started with my makeup, but I actually want to do my hair first so my curls can last longer. I'm gonna pin curl my hair, and we are gonna use the Dyson. I'm using the bigger barrel. So like I have two different sizes for curling. I have this size and I have this size. This I think is like the half, and this is the 3/4. So just in case you guys, may not know the difference or whatever. But I want to curl my hair first and then we'll do makeup, because I want my curls to like last a little bit longer. And while I'm curling my hair, we can just have like a chat. Shout out to Hair to Men. They sent me this cute brush. This is like their collab with Miracle Brush. And I love it because it's really nice and firm. So, all right, let's make sure I have this turned the correct way. So like, if you don't know, there's like these little arrows here and it tells you like which way, if you just twist it, that is aligned with that and that it curls your hair this way. Or if you twist it this way, it curls it the other way. So I have to remind myself which way I have it turned. Actually, you know what? I want to curl it this way. So I'm curling it away from my face because I saw this girl on TikTok. I forgot her handle, whatever. And her hair has so much volume. I know she has extensions, but that's besides the point. Her hair has so much volume. And I was realizing how she was curling her hair. That probably helped her get like the volume and all that. So, and I'm gonna use these eye patches too while I'm curling my hair. So I was like, oh, let me curl my hair different and see how that turns out. So let's do that. A little eye patchy. I know you guys always ask what brand this is. This is the Peter Thomas Roth, and these are like the Cucumber Detox eye patch. I like to use these while I'm doing my hair, or like early in the morning I wake up and brush teeth, wash my face, and I'll put this on and then I'll go downstairs and have breakfast, do a little bit of like, you know, morning routine, and then like come back up and do my hair and makeup. And like I notice a huge difference after these. So in case you guys want to try them, that's that. So I have this pin curl back. Let's do the rest. And I'm just literally taking chunks of hair. I don't want it to be perfect. I really want it to just be like volume, messy, like that kind of vibe. Let me like adjust my, there we go. So. Okay. So you see how I did it? I literally pulled it out, keeping the curl together, keeping the heat all together, and just taking this and going like that. That's gonna like, you see how? You see? That's gonna like help the curls look really good. And so you guys are saying, hi Simone, hey girl, been the victim of SA harassment after a huge glow up. Any advice on how to deal so I don't get triggered and react and give my power away? Okay, so thank you for the question. I will say that, you know, after a glow up, you may come in contact with like things that remind you of your past, and that is normal, you know, like that's part of life, right? But it's how you react to things that's happening around you. And if you ever feel triggered, like don't be down on yourself, because it's something that you're like constantly like working on within yourself. And even like someone like me, right? Like I've faced many challenges in life and I've overcome a lot of things and I've glowed up. But sometimes there's things that may trigger and come up, and it's how you like respond and react. So like if you ever feel like you're faced with something that reminds you of a unfortunate event in your life, give yourself grace, give yourself time to like process your feelings. Like don't suppress your feelings. I think it's really important to embrace in the moment like what's going on and feel that. And if you're working with someone, like in the past, I worked with a therapist because there was things that was like causing trigger after I glowed up, like literally like people from my past. Like I've never really had like a relationship, but like all of a sudden they would come up like 10 plus years, people from my past, and I still felt like I was being triggered. But it really helped me during those times when I was working with a therapist. Not saying that you have to go and like hire a therapist or a life coach, but it helped me because I realized like, hey, I'm human. There's things that's gonna come up that I may get triggered. But the most important thing is how you react to those situations and allowing yourself grace and compassion. Like don't be so hard on yourself and feel like, wow, I've glowed up, I've worked on myself, but why I'm still getting triggered. Sometimes like that may be a lesson for you and a challenge for you to overcome and just work through, but like allowing yourself to like understand like it's okay, you're human, but hold yourself like compassion, like give yourself compassion and grace. Like don't beat yourself up if you get triggered. And this is for anyone, like you don't have to relate to what Simone was saying. Like it could be anything that comes up in your life, right? And you feel like you're triggered by it after doing some inner work, after doing some healing. Like allow yourself grace and compassion. Like you're human, you're not a robot. I always refer back to like journaling, meditation, getting out in nature, like calming, soothing yourself. So if you have found a remedy that can help calm and soothe you when you get triggered, that is so helpful. For me personally, Simone, I like to get off to myself. I don't like to infuse my energy with anyone whenever I feel, when I'm not feeling my best self. So like I think getting off to yourself and just reflecting and writing down like, okay, what caused me to feel triggered by this, person or this, whatever happened. Write that down. And like if you work with a therapist, I just got back into therapy 2 weeks ago. Okay, so that's perfect. Like if you work with a therapist, you can bring that up in therapy because sometimes it may happen when you don't have like your therapy appointment may be like a week ahead, week out, but like it happened on a Monday, your therapy's on a Friday. Well, write that down so when you do go to a therapist, you can like talk about it and work through it, and they can give you more professional step-by-step actions that you can take. But like just me, my advice would be to allow yourself, like have compassion with yourself, allow yourself to feel what you feel in the moment, and like journal that emotion. Like why are you feeling triggered? Like what was the scenario? And don't make a home out of it. Like don't replay the situation back in your head over and over. I know it's easy to say that, but like try to direct your attention and energy like after you feel your emotion and after you journal it down and you got it from your head to paper. Like don't live in that energy. Like redirect your attention somewhere that's much lighter, somewhere that is like soothing, somewhere that's like much like a healthier mindset for you. Because if you make a home out of that emotion, I feel like it leads your day, it leads your week, and like you replay those scenarios back in your head and you start to maybe blame yourself for those triggers. So you don't want to get into that cycle either. Um, any advice for how to calm down in the moment so I don't react? So my advice, like for me personally, I like to take walks in nature. I don't know if you're a person who like to like go on walks or go like outdoors person, but I find it's soothing for me when I'm like walking because I just feel like that's for me to connect with nature, connect with God or whoever you believe in, right? and for you to like be with your own thoughts and your own emotions, and you're not like carrying that on and passing that on to other people around you. I think it's so much best to be like in solitude so you can calm yourself down. Journaling, meditation, music that is uplifting. It doesn't have to, it could be just frequency music. I love going on YouTube and just Googling frequency music, and you'll be surprised. Like, it's just the energy, like that to me raises my vibration. So things that raise your vibration is going to help calm you down, because if you're focusing on the problem, that's going to like replay in your head over and over. That scenario is going to replay in your head over and over. So like you have to change the environment, change the narrative in your head by finding things that uplifts you in that moment. Like for me, besides like walking, okay, so you're walking now, awesome. So besides walking, I like to find like content that is totally probably like different from what I create online. Like I like to find like cooking videos. Sometimes that's really soothing to watch like other people cook and stuff. Lately I've been watching the Dallas Cowboy cheerleader, like that trend on TikTok and stuff. And I've been watching like everyone's videos and seeing like how they've been remaking the tryouts. The Olympics is going on, like all that stuff is going on, right? So like that helps me like redirect my attention to something different than like what's going on in the moment. And it's not that you're running away from the problem, it's just that you really have to redirect your energy to something different to like move past that moment that trigger you. And then like you say you're working with a therapist. That's amazing. They can really help guide you and take like more from a professional standpoint. They can really help guide you and take more actionable steps that they can give you, like different resources that they can offer you and stuff too. So that's very helpful too. Also, I would limit talking to people who remind you of your triggers, if you know what I mean. Like I wouldn't like keep that conversation alive with like close friends or close family members. I would only, keep that conversation in therapy, or like it's okay like how you asked me this, the question here on the live, but like if it's causing more harm to me talk about it, I feel like that's the indicator to like just find a different avenue, find a different channel to like, focus on. Because if that's causing you more like feeling low vibration, feeling down on yourself, you don't want to stay in that energy. You want to like uplift your spirit. You want to feel great. And I know sometimes it's hard to move past what's triggering you, but you got to think of your higher self. Like, what would my higher self be doing in this moment? And like just kind of play from that scenario in your head. That's what I think of. Like my higher self, like 4 or 5 years ago, this is what I saw my higher self doing. Getting ready in the morning, having goddess chats, and just sharing like things that I'm happy and passionate about. Like that's how I envisioned myself like 4 or 5 years ago. And I'm doing that in this moment. And that's like how you can like send out things that you want to attract and manifest into your life. So, oh, it's 11:11. Wow. Oh my God, it is 11:11. Wow. Say a little prayer. Thank you for that, for sharing that. So, for those who are just joining the live, we're streaming on YouTube as well. So if you see me just kind of looking over here, over there, I'm just like making sure I catch everyone's questions and comments and stuff. And yeah, so I hope that helps. I wish you the best on your journey with therapy. I know it's like For me, like I went to therapy for like 4 years, and over the course of 4 years of going to therapy, one of the things that I really learned is that you have to take back your power. So find ways that you can take back your power, Simone. If you reclaim your power and you alchemize whatever scenario situation that you face, your challenges and stuff, to me that gives you the confidence to move past, gives you the courage to move past and to like acknowledge like, okay, this happened in my life, but this doesn't define me. um oh, I just realized there's a question here. Let's see. This is so cool. I realized this is a feature. All right. What if I have habits of a goddess? Ha ha ha. But my boyfriend's habits are terrible, and after years together, it's hard to keep good habits. Help. Thank you. Okay. For some reason, I don't know why it won't like show me the whole question. Whenever I do that, I have to literally click on it, and this font is so small, it's really hard to read it. But I'm gonna reread your question just in case anyone got tripped up and like listening to me. What if I have habits of a goddess, haha, but my boyfriend's habits are terrible, and after years together, it's hard to keep habits? Okay, so one thing I've learned, you cannot control other people around you. You can only control yourself. So you can only create habits for you that is going to benefit you. And if you find that the person that you're with, your partner, habits doesn't align with your current habits, one or two things are going to happen. One, your current partner is either going to rise to your occasion and meet your expectations of what you deem as good habits, or two, you guys are just gonna go different ways in life. That typically, happens. So you have to be comfortable allowing people to be who they are and love them where they're at in life. And you can't seek to change them. You can only lead by example. And the goal is for you, like the whole journey is a personal journey. It's a self journey, self-love. You notice in the beginning it's self-care, it's self, so it's for you. So everything that you're doing, is for you essentially. Your job is to control like your narrative in your head, become the best version of yourself, to elevate your way of quality of life. Like that's your job. Your job isn't to change your partner. Hopefully your partner will be inspired by you and want to change and want to glow up and like want to be elevated on the journey with you. But if you are finding it a challenge in your relationship, one or two things are going to happen. Either your partner's going to rise to the occasion and like feel influenced by your habits, or they're just going to like part ways. So ultimately, you have to make a decision what you are willing to accept in your life, and you have to like love people where they're at on their journey. Like when you first started out on your journey, the person who you're with, they're probably not even thinking about glowing up, unless you guys had that conversation together and you're like, hey, let's glow up together, let's go on this journey, and we're working on each other. We're working on ourselves individually, but when we come together, like we're glowing up. Like unless you guys had that initial conversation. But that to me, I feel like is too much pressure on the other person, because now they feel obligated to glow up on your pace, on your journey, if that makes sense. So, and it's the same with friends. Like the same question you asked me, it goes the same for friends. Like you may have a friend that you want to like glow up with, but this friend don't really feel compelled to go at the pace in life that you're going. And one or two things are going to happen. Either you and your friend are going to glow up together and you're going to celebrate at the top on the journey, or you may glow up your friend, and your friend is over here, but you're over here. But you have to love that friend and meet them where they're at in life, and not shame anyone or not like look down on anyone, but just love them where they're at in life, and learn to like detach and let go and allow people to like have their own path of glowing up. So you have to love people where they're at. So thank you for that question. And I've learned that with family for sure. Like, I would love to have like this huge, I would love to say like I have this huge family, this huge support system, like on my whole journey, but that's not the truth for me. And I've had to learn to love people and leave them where they're at and just like love them from a distance. And it's more of like as you like mature on your journey, it's not about age either, because you could be 25 and have this mindset, you know what I mean? So it's not about like a certain number age, but as you mature on your journey, you start to have compassion for people. Like you really look at them and you're like, I have compassion for you. Like I hope one day that you realize that you can truly create an abundance life and you can have, whatever it is that you want out of life, like if you do the work. And you just have to love people where they're at. But like don't shame or judge someone because they're not glowing up at the level you're glowing up at. Everyone has like their own journey. So thank you so much. I love your podcast since years. You're welcome. Oh my God, thank you. And I wish you the best success with your relationship. But just like remember, like this journey is like a personal journey. It really is. So you have to like just be like gentle and kind with yourself and pray that like, okay, your energy dominates and influences the people around you. And hopefully those people will stay on the journey with you. But if not, that's okay. Like love them and appreciate, their time with you. But you may have different desires and it may not reflect them being in that reality for you. So I definitely learned that years ago. Nikita says she learned that years ago. Me too, girl. I learned that years ago. And you just have to love people and appreciate where they're at in your life. Also, you have to like, not everyone is like your friend. Not everyone, like some people are not even acquaintance, like they're just in passing on your journey. So like you really can't put too much emphasis on certain relationships that you encounter. You just gotta let things be. You just gotta let things flow, but like stay focused on your race, stay focused on your journey. And the right people will align on your path. Like as you like glow up, as you do more like inner work, as you desire more things for yourself, you'll forget those people. Like trust me, you will, because other people will replace them. Better people. You have amazing energy. Thank you. Thank you, goddess. So, okay, so let's see how I can do the other one. I always like forget how to grow my hair on one side. Like one side is like perfect and then the other side is like, ah. So I have to figure out what was I doing. I know I was doing that. So now when I look in the camera, it looks a little funny to me. Okay, so I think this is what I need to do. All right. Yes, that's I think I got it. Okay. This is a little bit of a challenge for me, but her hair looked really good. So we're trying like something completely new. Okay. Uh-oh. Felt stuck for a second. All right. Ooh. I wish I could remember her name. She has like amazing like hair. I feel like it's all her hair too. Maybe she might have some extensions. It doesn't even matter. The way she curled her hair, it looked really good. I wonder, did I save it? Because I always try to save something that I really like. She just liked, oh my gosh, she literally just liked the comment. She literally just liked the comment, the girl who I was about to look for. Oh, her name is Emily. She literally just liked my comment as I was looking for her. Have you guys ever seen this TikToker? That is so crazy. She literally just liked it. Oh my God. That is so crazy. I always feel like when I think of someone or talk about someone, they call me, they text me, or like they show up on my feed. Like, oh my God. That's how I know like my energy really draws people back to me. It's like pretty fascinating. So anyway, that's where I got my inspo on how to curl my hair today. And she used this size, and we have the same one, the same color and everything. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna try her method. I always like learning different hair techniques or whatever. So, all right, now I gotta remember how I did this. Like this. Okay, I hope I did this right. This one did not want to come all around the barrel at the end, but we got it. All right. Okay. We're almost done. Does anyone use the Dyson to curl their hair, or do you prefer like good old-fashioned curl and barrel? I like to mix it up. Like, I don't feel limited when it comes to my hair. I like to try different things. Cheers to my lemon water and my cute flamingo little glass and my butterfly straw. Okay. Oh, by the way, did you guys, I know it erased after 24 hours. Did you guys see the article that I was featured in, Young Hollywood? I have it linked in the bio if you guys want to check it out and read it. But I guess one of my listeners worked for Young Hollywood, I'm assuming, and wrote like a beautiful article on her top 5 podcasts to listen to in your 20s. And I had no clue that the article was written about me. I came about it when I was Googling something for the Paris Olympics, and it came up because I used to run track too. Like a little fun fact, I used to run track, and we were watching the men's division. We were watching the men's 100 meter race, and we had 3 runners from the US that participated, and the winner won. He was from the USA. I forgot where he was from, like in the US or whatever. But so I was like Googling something because I used to run track too, and they always keep like your track scores, because like if you break it, like they have something to like go off of. Like they have a like a record, like a track record, and be like, oh, you broke this person's track record. So anyway, I was Googling that, and then like the article came up because like everyone's talking about the Olympics, and I was like, wait a minute, this is recent. This is like August the 3rd. And I was like, wait a minute, I was featured in this amazing article, and it was just amazing. So like I have it linked in the bio. You guys can like read it, check it out. But it goes to show you, you never know who is watching you, who's listening to you. You never know like how far your content can reach people. And it always falls in the right people's hands. I feel like for me, like the right people will always find me. So it felt really good to be recognized and get like recognition for like all of my hard work, and it just felt really good. Like I really appreciate, that article. So if you guys want to check it out, it's linked in the bio. It's called Young Hollywood 5 Best Podcasts to Listen to in Your 20s. And clearly you don't have to be in your 20s to listen to the podcast, but the listener, she's in her 20s and she works for, I guess, that company, I'm assuming. And that was just like her takeaway. So, but yeah, that was pretty awesome. I have this like stuff wrapped around crazy. Thank you. I appreciate that, Amor. I always say, because I know a few of you girls have like comment and asked me like how to start, creating content online, advice, and how to start a podcast and all that stuff. Like my best advice is to just start. Like you never know like who is gonna come across like your podcast. Like you just never know. And when it's your time, like what's meant for you will always like be yours. Like it'll never miss you. So thank you, Amor. I appreciate that. Did you start the podcast during your 20s? I did. So I started the podcast I started a podcast May 2020, so 4 years ago. And I didn't really have like oh, this podcast is just for like, women in their 20s, or this podcast is just for like this group of people. Like my focus was obviously just women, but I feel like I have a very universal message and a universal audience. And I always believe like your voice, your craft, like your gift or whatever will fall in the right hands. Like the right people will resonate with your message and you won't have to go out and seek those people. So when I started the podcast, I had no clue who was listening to the podcast. Like that's why I love streaming live on YouTube and on Instagram, because now I get to engage with my listeners. But before, it's like you don't really know who's listening to your podcast. And I feel like that's like a disconnect a little bit as a podcaster. And I'm finding balance and like connecting with my community by like going live stream, which I absolutely love. But before, I never really like used to really go live stream like that. And then maybe like almost a year into podcasting, I started to go live a little bit here on Instagram. But now I just feel like really blessed to just have like a really amazing community that shows up and support the podcast and support Instagram and YouTube, and just like wherever I'm at, like they show up. They're like, you're Habits of a Goddess. It feels really good. So always, always, always show up for yourself, and the right people will show up for you. This one looked like it's coming down. Let me fix this curl. Let me do like a different clip, another clip. There we go. So, right, this one, I think I'm just gonna try to curl it this way instead of like that. That was awkward. is anyone on here a content creator? Or like, do you have a podcast or like a business? You don't have to have one, but I'm just curious. Hello from St. Lucia. Hi. I listen to your podcast every day. Thank you. Thank you. Oh my God, St. Lucia is beautiful. I love to visit St. Lucia. Okay. Let's do this. Oops, I totally did not. I butchered that. There we go. So I have to wash my hair probably tomorrow or Thursday. So I'm gonna like do some hairspray today. I typically do not use hairspray because I don't like the residue, but I'm gonna use it today though. And yoga teacher, would love to be more consistent with the content creation. Bought everything to make a podcast years ago and haven't had the guts yet. Oh my God. Let's talk about having the guts to go after your dreams, like having the courage. I love that you're a yoga teacher too. Just start the content. Is there anything that you feel like what's holding you back to be consistent with your content creation? One thing I will say is that, let me see what you say. I thought about my friends from high school, then I ran into him at the gym 2 weeks ago. Oh yeah, that happens to me all the time, Simone. Like I'll think about somebody and like I'll see them like either the next day or like it's so crazy. Like that's so crazy like how the mind works, right? So having an image online when I'm so changed as a human, I struggle with having an identity online. Oh, okay, so that's a really good one. Okay, so actually let me curl this part and then like I wanna like talk about that. Okay, so that feels like a fixed identity, but I'm always changing. That's the beauty of being a woman. We are always changing. And I say a woman because, you know, it's us, you know, on the live. But that's the beauty of being human. You should always be evolving, always elevating yourself. And there's nothing wrong with that. But I totally get what you mean. It's like when you show up online as one thing, people deem you for that one thing. So people may think like, oh, you're a yoga teacher, you're, what else did you say? Therapist, right? That's you, so stay in your box. But you don't want to stay in your box. You want to color outside of the box. You want to jump outside of the box. Maybe you want to be a content creator. Maybe you want to talk about something else other than yoga. So like, I totally get that. You have to understand that people are always going to judge and have something to say. Whether you're doing the same thing online for 10 years or you're switching it up every week, people are always going to have something to say. So you really have to just not give, you know, any thoughts or care to people perception of you. You should only care about like how you perceive yourself. So how do you want to show up on the internet? Like what kind of content you want to create for the day? Sometimes I struggle with that too. And just being honest with you, like the first thing that I ever did that was like online, like as like a content creator, I had this blog called Crown with a Purpose, and it was beauty, lifestyle, and it was beauty, lifestyle, and fashion, right? And so I was really invested into creating my online blog. I even took like courses and classes to learn how to like monetize a blog. This was like in 2015. So like social media still wasn't like what it is today. And I didn't know how to like monetize it. I didn't know how bloggers were really making money. And I stuck with it for like 2 years, but then it wasn't really like making me money. And I had to figure out like how I'm gonna make money from this, you know? So I pivot. I started doing something else, but I was still doing the blog, but I added something addition to what I was doing. So I started personal styling, personal shopper, closet organizer. I added that service to addition to my blog. And people were probably thinking, I don't know, and I really don't care. No one ever had the guts to tell me to my face anyway. But people were probably thinking like, she changes like every, like the seasons change or whatever. But at the end of the day, I was discovering like what I wanted in the moment and what fulfilled me in the moment. And sometimes it just takes trial and error. Like you're not gonna always be complacent and staying still in one place. So like it's okay to like pivot. You gotta learn how to pivot and not judge yourself and like being glued to that identity. Like if you're listening to the podcast, which I know you are, you're constantly upgrading your identity. Like you're constantly upgrading like who you are in the moment. Like even on this live, you're upgrading your energy. You're upgrading like maybe how you want to style your hair today. Like maybe you might be influenced like how I'm doing my hair, or you might be influenced like how I'm doing makeup and you want to switch up your makeup. Like it's okay to switch it up. It's okay to be influenced and like pivot and change and not feel stuck in a box. And if you're feeling stuck in a box, you're gonna feel suffocated. Also, like if you feel like if you show up today as a motivational speaker and then next week you're a yoga teacher and then the week after next you're a Dallas Cowboy cheerleader and then the week after next you're a beauty makeup guru, okay, you're figuring out what do you like to do. And that's okay. Like when you show up online, people are going to like watch your content and you don't know what's going to resonate with your audience, but most importantly, is it resonating with you? I think that's so more important than like valuing other people's opinion online because they're not paying your bills. You're trying to figure out what it is that resonates with you. And then once you figure that out, and you start showing up in your purpose and things that excites you and your passion, you're gonna start attracting those people. And then as you stay consistent with that thing, you're gonna grow, you're gonna expand, and then you can add on something else to it. So I totally understand struggling with having an identity online. Don't feel attached. Look at celebrities, okay? Look at celebrities. Do you realize how many celebrities have a makeup line now? I need you guys to like comment and let me know, like comment like a pink heart. So like this is like resonating. Like, can you count how many celebrities have a makeup line? Like I would have never, or a hair line. I'll give you guys an example. The Rock. I never knew The Rock had a hair line and he doesn't even have hair. But guess what? He's in Target. I grew up watching The Rock with my grandmother. Monday, WWE. He used to be a wrestler. So I grew up watching him. Can you smell what The Rock is cooking? I can smell what he's cooking. He's cooking. He's gonna like give you a beat down in the ring. I grew up watching him like on TV on Monday night, right? And since then, since I was a child, he's been in numerous movies, cameo appearances. He's an influencer now and he has a hair care line. Guess what? Do you think he struggles with having an identity online? No, he's doing a little bit of everything. He's found things that brings him joy. So don't feel restricted with your gifts. Habits of a Goddess, you're alchemizing your gifts. You're using your purpose, your gifts, you're using your feminine energy to create. That's what we do. We create. We create. I don't know if you have, I don't know if you have kids, but I'm going to use this as an example. think of you having a baby, right? It takes 9 months to have a baby, to like, you know, not, you're pregnant for 9 months, you give birth, like 9 months is like the mark, right? Okay, it took you 9 months to create that baby. If you don't ask the doctor, you don't know if it's going to be a boy or a girl. It doesn't, you know, maybe you don't care if it's a boy or a girl as long as the baby's healthy, right? So when you give birth to that baby, you're giving birth to your creation. You're giving birth to your ideals, right? And in that moment, you're not thinking, well, you know what? I had a baby girl. I'm known for having a baby girl. I can't have a boy now. Like if I want to try again, I can't have a boy because I got to have a girl now. I got to continue having a girl. That sounds ludicrous. No, if you want to have a second baby, you can have a boy or a girl, whichever one, you know, God bless you with, right? I'm just using this example. This just randomly came to me. I don't know why, but this is just a random example. So, you know, if it resonates with you, it resonates. If it doesn't, oh well. But like, you're not tied down to only giving birth one time or only giving birth to a girl or a boy. Like you can continue, you know, like trying, and maybe you have a boy next time, or maybe you have two girls, or maybe you have two girls and a boy. Like you're not limited, you know, to only having one child or one boy, one girl. You know, today you can get IVs, today you can adopt. Like you're not limited to only one creation. So I just use that example. Like if it resonates with you, it resonates with you. If it doesn't, it's okay. But don't feel fixed on one thing in life. Like at some point we all pivot. At some point we all change our mind. And once that creation is within you, that's a desire. And that desire has to come out of you, because if it doesn't, it's going to keep you up at night. It's going to keep you up at night. That baby, once the seed is planted, it's got to come out of you. So you got to give birth at the end of 9 months. It got to come out of you. So, you know, keep pushing through. It's the same thing that holds me back, fear of being perceived, I guess. I used to feel that way too. Danielle, I think that's her name, Danielle. I used to feel that way too, like how I'm gonna be perceived online, or how I'm gonna be perceived by my family, or how I'm gonna be perceived by this person. But then I had to like remind myself, their opinion does not matter. It doesn't matter at all. Because regardless if you show up online or not, they're gonna still perceive you. And they're still gonna perceive you. They're still gonna have their own limited way of thinking of how they view you in life. So you might as well do something that you're passionate about and be perceived anyway. At least you're doing something you're happy and you're passionate about. Thank you for the pink hearts. So, Grand Rising. Hi, Queen. Hi, Goddess. So you might as well do things that you're passionate about. You might as well show up. And if you're feeling like you're afraid to still show up in your divinity and your power, maybe take some time to just journal and like write out, like be honest with yourself. Like, okay, what is causing this block? What is causing me from wanting to show up online, being in my goddess power? Like what is stopping me from being in my goddess power? Like what is it? That's a block. It's keeping you away from your community that you can be growing online. It's keeping you away from brand deals that you can get through showing up online. Because as you know, today content creators, they make money from brand deals. We all know that now. So that's what's holding you back. That's what's on the other side. So once you like go get through that energy of like being how you're going to be perceived, you'll manifest and benefit from showing up and having the courage to do that. So let me see if I missed anything. And also like just look at like a lot of celebrities and I use celebrities as an example because like they're like the spotlight is more on them. You know what I mean? Like you can kind of see, like you can see when they're changing in their life. You know what I mean? Like we actually see like when they go through a breakup, or when they're going through things in life. Like, we see it because we get like first-hand news on their life. So like, they're constantly changing, they're constantly being perceived in the media. At least with with you can pick and choose what you want to show online, and and let that be. So I live in Costa Rica, and it's so small here that I just know everybody will see me. I feel like it was different here. So I've never been to Costa Rica, but a little fun fact. I grew up in a very small town. I grew up in a farm in the middle of nowhere. And I'm pretty sure people from high school, they probably watch my content. I don't know. I don't really care. But they probably watch my content. And they probably watched when I was starting in the beginning, posting online. I have no idea because I'm not in contact with them. But people are gonna watch you regardless. If you're small, if you're big, if you're medium, people are still gonna watch you. And guess what? In your mind, I need you to be so delusional. I need you to say, they're watching me because they're inspired by me. They're watching me because they wanna manifest a better life for themselves. So maybe I represent that for them. They're watching me because I exude confidence. They're watching me because I exude peace. They're watching me because I exude wealth, abundance. Like, they're watching you because your energy is so delicious, your energy is so contagious, and they cannot get enough of it. They're watching you and they're learning, and they want to take notes, and you inspire them. And guess what? You're going to be so creative with your content that you post online. Your audience is going to be so big, you're not even going to notice the people in Costa Rica, because you're going to have people in St. Lucia, you're going to have people in South Africa, you're going to have people in Florida. Like, you're going to have people all over the world that you're not even going to like notice your next door neighbors watching you. Like, you're not going to even notice that. So I grew up in a small town, and I'm pretty sure people from my small town, they may watch me, they may not. I'm not sure. I don't know unless they come out the woodworks and tell me. But I've reprogrammed my mind to believe, like, if you're watching me, you're inspired by me. And if you're watching me, you're being elevated. That's how you should think of yourself. You're elevating everyone with your presence online. So, Daniela from Costa Rica too. Wow, you have a listener. That's so awesome. We are judgmental in a small country. I get it. Yeah. Listen, people are so judgmental, and I find that the people that judge the most, they have like the most to hide. Like they're judging what they're doing. Like, if someone's judging you and they're pointing out flaws or whatever, that's a reflection of them. It's truly a reflection of them. So you just gotta get past that. Like, it's truly a reflection of them. They're not bold to do what you're doing, and it ruffles them. Like, it irritates their spirit. Like, they're not bold enough to do what you're doing. If they are watching you and they're like being negative in that sense, that's what I mean. So let me ask you a question. Have anyone watched you from Costa Rica and like gave you feedback that was like negative or anything, like, or made you feel uncomfortable that they were watching you? I'm just curious, because sometimes, not saying this is you, but sometimes we can get in our own head. We can really get in our own head and block our own blessings. And you want to make sure that you're not self-sabotaging yourself too as well. Like, okay, let's see, guys, I say, okay. What advice would you give someone who is afraid to get behind the camera? Okay, so Miss Dawson, to you, the advice I would give if anyone's afraid to get on camera is to ask yourself, what are you afraid of? Are you afraid of being judged for the way that you talk, the way you speak? Are you afraid of being judged for the way, like your image, your outer, appearance? Are you afraid of being judged? Are you afraid of getting in front of the camera and being judged for, like, what is it that you're afraid of? So I don't know like what you may be afraid of, but if you are open to it, would you like share in the comments, and like maybe we can like work through it? We can all like work through it and help you. Because you have to start with the problem. Like, what is it? Like, what are you afraid of to get in front of the camera? My best advice is to build confidence within yourself, and you have to find things that helps you develop a skill that gives you the confidence to do things. Like when I first started, I'm actually going to answer two questions in one, because I think someone actually asked me this question. How would you get started with your podcast? Okay, so this is hi goddess. This is going to answer both questions. How did you get started? So when I first started my podcast, let me just tell you guys a little backstory about me. I used to compete in beauty pageants. I shared that because we watched Miss USA. By the way, Michigan won. I don't know if anyone's on here that's from Michigan, but congratulations, because she was the total package. And there was another girl, Miss Ohio. I was like, okay, these are my top two after the top 10 was announced. But I'm really happy our Miss USA. But anyway, so a little bit backstory about me. I used to compete in beauty pageants. And if you don't know, in beauty pageants, some of them, there's different categories. There's on-stage question, the beauty portion where you're wearing a gown, swimwear where you're wearing swimsuits, interview that's behind the scenes. Like the audience don't see that. That's you with judges. And it's usually like 4 to 5 judges in a circle, and they're all asking you questions. Getting to know you, right? So one of the things that I used to get like deducted on my interview sheet or whatever was my grammar. Guys, for the life of me, I don't know why, I just could not speak for the life of me. Like my grammar was like so bad, so horrible. And my grandmother raised me, 3rd grade education. Yes, I went to school, obviously, but for the life of me, certain words I just could not articulate. Just certain words I just could not really speak and articulate. And it didn't matter how many like classes I've taken or tutors or whatever, for just the life of me, I just could not ingrain and like get it, And so that used to kind of play with me in my head. And it used to stop me from wanting to speak up in certain environments, or want to have conversations and dialogues, or even just want to show up on camera like how I am now. And so I remember working with a pageant coach, and I remember like that was the thing that we were working on. And long story short, I ended up winning several pageants and having like the best interview, the best on stage question, the best presence, the overall total package. But it took years of practice. And even still today, like public speaking and just showing up on the camera, even with my podcast, it took years of practice. And I may still like not, articulate certain things perfect, but at the end of the day, you have to like become a master of the thing that you find that's limiting you. Like become a master of it. So if you're afraid of speaking, start speaking more. Start speaking more. Like let it be like every day you're auditioning for this speaking job on the camera, but you're doing your hair and makeup. Or every day you're auditioning for like, just showing up and just like being your true authentic self. Like you have to start practicing the thing that you're afraid of, that's like holding you back. And that's how you make that switch, that identity shift in your head. And also, certain people will not even notice it. Some people won't even care because they genuinely love your energy. They love the energy that you possess, and they will overlook it. Only the people who are like nitpicking everything that you do, they will highlight that in you. And I found that like happening to me like over the, course of years of just showing up on social media. And I was like, you know what? I don't care anymore. Like, I'm just gonna show up as my true authentic self, but I'm also gonna be mindful and practice on things that I feel that's hindering me, because I don't want this to be the roadblock on my success. Like, if something's hindering me to get past this, hurdle in my life, I'm going to practice that skill and become better at it. I'm going to become the best at it. So, my advice, anything that is causing you to feel like afraid to show up and be in front of the camera, is to practice that more. Like, get uncomfortable and be okay with however, you may be perceived once you show up on camera. Just be like yourself and show up. Show up and be consistent. And to answer your question, like, how did I get started with my podcast? Around 4 years ago, I knew I wanted to create a community. I knew I wanted to create a podcast geared towards women, focusing on meditation and healing and self-care and self-love, because I learned to love myself. I learned to like pour into myself and be my own cheerleader through the power of affirmations and through the power of meditation. And I learned that on my journey of like going to therapy, hiring life coaches, finding people on the internet that was like inspirational to me, just to name a few, like Lisa Nichols, Abraham Hicks, Les Brown. Those are a few people like who I used to listen to in the past. And I always felt compelled to be this person that's like an uplifter, because I've always been that to my circle of friends. And I knew like I wanted to expand and share things that really resonated with me, and just really help women like overcome things that may be like a limited belief in their head, because I learned to overcome those things on my journey. And I just felt like the podcast made sense, because you get to speak and you don't know who your message is going to reach, but like you'll speak, you'll create an episode, and then you press play, and boom, it goes out into the universe, and you don't know who's going to listen to it. And that's the beauty of it. Like, whoever's like intrigued and want to listen to whatever episode, they will click on it and they'll play it. But I started it like that, with the intent of wanting to grow a community around spirituality, around meditation and self-love and self-care. And then as I created different episodes, I realized I was holding myself accountable, because it's not like a one like time investment on your journey. Like I'll just use therapy for example. Like, yeah, I went to therapy for like 4 years, but how do I apply the lessons I learned in therapy? So like for me, the podcast is me applying the lessons I learned in therapy. Okay, yeah, I hired a life coach, and this life coach helped me with my business, or this life coach helped me with, a personal challenge in my life. How can I apply that and teach and help other women? Okay, the podcast seems like a perfect avenue, because you can reach millions of people, you can reach millions of listeners. And so that to me resonated with me. And the name Habits of a Goddess, just in case anyone's curious, like how I came up with the name, Habits of a Goddess. Hello, women are goddesses. And I always like felt compelled, like just using like goddess in something, like it's, how I would describe a woman, a goddess. And habits, I always created daily habits that really help me on my journey. Like in the morning time, you guys know I share, like in the morning, I'll either do Pilates or I'll go for a morning walk. Like that's my self-care. For some people, that might be like their physical contribution to like working out. But for me, because I've maintained like my body goal or whatever, for me in the morning, that's more of my self-care. Like if I go for a walk and I do 5 miles, I'm not walking 5 miles to lose weight. I'm walking 5 miles for like clarity. I'm walking 5 miles for like connection with myself. So it's more of my self-care, but it's a daily habit that I incorporate in my lifestyle. And the benefits of it, you end up looking really great. So that's like the benefits of it, right? And so that's how habits came about, because I have incorporated habits that help me on my glow up journey, and habits of a goddess. It just made sense, which I'm forever grateful that the women that tune in, I remember someone said, like, I've never called myself a goddess. And I was like, really? I think, it really makes women feel like they are activating like something powerful within themselves. It's like you deem yourself as a goddess. You're reaffirming like how great you are. And you're reaffirming like you truly can create the life that you desire, and you think highly of yourself, which you should. And I think it's amazing. So I know that was like a long answer, but I just, that's how I started my podcast. And also too, like, let me grab a sip of water. I want to share this. The day that you plant the seed is not the day that you eat the fruit. I'm actually going to talk about this in Thursday's episode. But when I started my podcast, I didn't have any sponsorships. I wasn't making any money. This was more like a passion and more of like holding myself accountable. So I planted those seeds a long time ago. And if you go back and you listen to like the very first episode and you like go through the whole catalog and you're like, wow, there's an affirmation around morning time. There's an affirmation around friendship. There's an affirmation around intuitive. There's an affirmation around abundance. There's an affirmation around this. Like all of those affirmations, those are seeds that I was planting within myself and just putting that out in the universe, and like, okay, the right people will find this episode that resonates with them, right? But when I first started the podcast, I did not have like one sponsor. I didn't have a big check waiting for me, like I was just creating the content. And then 2 years later go by, I manifested an agency that helps me get brand deals and all that stuff. And I truly say this, like I planted those seeds to manifest financial abundance. I planted those seeds to grow a community. And that happened over a period of time. So like if you're looking to start a podcast, or you're looking to start like your own line, being a content creator, you're looking to start a business, the day that you start is not the day that you get out everything that you want. It's like you're planting those seeds. So you have to like have the endurance for the long-term happiness that you're desiring, the long-term abundance that you're desiring. And those seeds that you plant, one day you're going to be underneath this tree and it's going to give you shade. So I look at my life and I look back like, wow, I'm so grateful that I planted those seeds 4 years ago, because now I'm in a different position. Now I'm able to book speaking engagements. I'm able to like book brand deals. I'm able to, relax more of my feminine energy, because I've created my own heaven. I created my own space of just what I love to do. So start today, plant the seed, whatever it is that you're desiring, and think about like your future. Like think about your higher self. Like your higher self needs you to plant the seed today and show up for yourself every single day. And don't try to, look and see if the seed is growing. Like have it out of sight, out of mind. Plant the seed, work on yourself, work on your confidence, grow, expand your mind. And when the time comes, those opportunities will come knocking at your door. So I just wanted to share that. Because I know a lot of people, they may look at someone who's successful online and they're probably thinking like they're overnight success. And no one is an overnight success. No one is an overnight success. And if anyone is selling you a get rich quick scheme, or like a get rich like overnight success story, that is a scam. Like no one is overnight success. Behind the scenes, there's so much like you don't know that the person has like went through, the challenges, the failures, the ups and downs, probably the doubts they had. And then one day it finally all came together as a puzzle and it clicked and it happened for them. So if you've ever been wanting to start something in life, you have to just start and plant the seed and create momentum behind the thing that you desire. The momentum is what's going to make things happen for you. So you have to have the momentum build up. Never negative feedback directly, but Costa Rica populations is so critical, but not directly. So look at there. No one's coming to you and saying, hey, you posted this on this day. Can you like not post anymore? Like no one's, coming to you talking nonsense. But I think you just have to like just move past that narrative in your head and just start posting and think beyond Costa Rica. First of all, show me Costa Rica. Costa Rica is beautiful. I've heard nothing but good things from Costa Rica. Like, show me the beauty of Costa Rica. I've never even tried. I just post silly TikToks and they got recognition, but there wasn't anything serious or real purpose of the content I want to create. And that's okay. I post a lot of silly TikTok videos too, and there's like no thought or purpose behind it, but those are the ones that like take off. The ones that you don't really put too much thought behind it, those are the ones that really take off. But here's the strategy that you can use. As you're posting and you're having fun, those silly TikToks, you're having fun. That's an energy that is contagious. The moment you start taking it so serious, you get in your head and you limit your creativity. So have fun posting your silly TikToks. And one day, one of those silly TikToks is gonna take off or continue taking off from what you've shared. And then when you have an ideal and maybe a purpose that you wanna direct your audience to, that's when you can present them whatever it is that you wanna offer with the world. But until then, just have fun. Be creative. I love seeing silly little funny. You know what? One TikTok video right now I cannot get away from. I don't even follow this account, but now this person, like every 10 videos, I see this person. There's this guy, I think he's in London or France, and his username, I forgot his first name, but the second part is Beyond C, like the letter C. And he's calling himself like Beyonce, and he's walking around with this karaoke, and he's like in all places all over like Paris. He's like at the train station, he's like at the Eiffel Tower, he's in a waterfall, and he's singing Beyonce, what's her Renaissance album. He's singing it, and it's so funny. Do you realize how many videos I've watched him sing the same song? He's just in a different location. That content he has coined on the internet, because I've never seen anyone else do that. But he may not have no real purpose or meaning behind that silly video that he's creating, but he's worked up a muscle and the momentum to put himself out there, and he's gaining the confidence. Well, he seems very confident for sure to show up in those places and just sing on spot. And he's not like this great singer. That's the funny part. He's not like a real singer. He's karaoke style. Like it's literally karaoke style. And oh my God, I totally forgot you guys over here. I apologize. But the funny part is it's karaoke style. He's not taking himself serious. Those are the videos that blows up. Like the videos that you're not taking yourself serious, those are the videos that people love. But the minute you start overthinking and taking yourself too serious, you get in your head. So let me see what you guys are saying on YouTube. I let go of the idea of perfection that was stopping me because I felt like the videos was perfect, so I wouldn't post or wait until I had better equipment. But you got to start somewhere. Oh my God. You have to start somewhere. Like, don't wait for the perfect equipment. Don't wait for the perfect moment. I think when I first started my podcast, this is what I had. I'm actually on, no, that's not the phone. I had maybe the iPhone 11, possibly. I can't remember. And I had my computer. I didn't have a microphone. I didn't have like any fancy like recording equipment. All I had was my iPhone, my computer, and the app. At the time, Anchor was like the free app. It's no longer available, like they closed the app. But at the time, Anchor was like the free app for you to create a podcast. And I'm sharing this list, and because at the time, I had already created how many episodes? Over 200 episodes for sure. Over 200 episodes for sure on an iPhone. On an iPhone. My manager was like, you need a microphone, you need a microphone, da 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 da. And I was like, I don't like a microphone because I like to move and I like to travel, and I just feel like carrying all that equipment is gonna hold me down, and then I'm gonna overthink creating an episode, and that's just not how I flow. Like, I create from inspiration, I create from my intuition. Like, I don't think too hard, I just create. But the minute, and I know like at the time, like my manager did not mean anything like by this. They're doing what they do, right? At the time, I felt like almost restricted to my creation because I found what was easy for me, like how to create my episodes on the podcast. And I remember I was like, I can't give up the way that I found that's creative for me. Like, it's so easy because I'm not overthinking it. I'm not thinking I need the latest, greatest microphone. Some of those microphones are really expensive, by the way, and you don't even know how to use them. And they end up with dust in a closet. So I was like, I'm not gonna go out and buy a crazy expensive microphone. Like, it wasn't even about money. It was more about like, I knew how to create and it was working for me. That's what it was. I found what worked best for me. And a lot of times people, they're in their head and they think, no, this is the way you should do it. This is the best way, whatever. And it's like, no, you have to find what works best for you. So don't limit yourself. Don't think you need the best equipment, the most expensive equipment. Find something that is like easy for you to like manage and do where you're not overthinking it. Because if you're thinking that you need like this crazy like lighting or camera to like create content list, you're gonna like block yourself from starting. So just start and use the resources that you have, and then as you get better, you can add on the fancy equipment. But I think that holds a lot of people back. They're stuck on like the fancy equipment, or they stuck on like having a perfect background. Like, this wasn't always my background, okay? This wasn't always my background. So, don't get frustrated, don't get stuck, don't limit yourself to having like the perfect equipment. Just start and post. You don't really need all the fancy lighting. You don't really need like all the fancy microphone, whatever it is that you're creating. You don't really need all that. You just need a desire, confidence, and the courage to do it. Desire within yourself, the confidence, and the courage to do it. That's all you need. I believe it's being shy for the people I know, maybe. I do struggle with confidence. Okay, so like if that's something that you find that you're struggling, for me, I find the best way to build my confidence is becoming really good at it. So like, become really good, you have to like practice it. So continue practicing whatever it is that you are finding yourself struggling with. Like, practice, put yourself out there. And that confidence is a muscle. You'll build it over time. But don't let that hold you back from your purpose, your abundance. I even listen, I think at some point everyone has struggled with confidence at some point in life. But like, you have to truly like challenge yourself. Like, maybe for the month of August, this can be a goal for yourself to like better, this could be like a goal for yourself in August to like move through the discomfort of being shy. And I know what you mean though, like Like, there's people that watch and listen to my podcast now, and I'm like, I don't want you to listen to it. But like all jokes aside or whatever, it's like, I know what you mean. I know exactly what you mean. It's like now they see you. It's like, oh my God, they see you. So, I'm afraid of being bold and say things that I might later realize weren't right, but I guess everyone grows and it's okay to be wrong sometimes, but scary. Oh my God, me and my best friend had this conversation. So when I first met her, she had a YouTube channel. And I didn't even have a YouTube channel at the time. She had one. And I created my YouTube channel like maybe within the same year, probably. But I remember asking her, I was like, why haven't you started back creating like YouTube videos? You know, like I used to love enjoying watching your videos. And she confessed to me that she was like, what if I say something and I get canceled? Or what if I do something and I regret? And that's a valid feeling. That's a valid, like, you know, feeling. But I want to express that you cannot live in your head as a prisoner. Like, no one has a perfect track record. Like, no one is perfect in life. Everyone is going to make or has make mistakes. You may say something, you may post something, you may realize, like, I don't like what I said, or I don't like what I did. Like, I don't like it. That's okay. It's okay to like evolve and change your way that you think. It's okay to evolve and change like the way that you show up online. And I know the fear of like maybe people not accepting your change and they may like hold you to an old identity, but you're like shedding like this perception, or you're shedding this limited belief in your head, and you have to shed that. Like as you like show up for yourself, you have to be okay with not being everyone's cup of tea as you evolve. As you evolve. They may love everything that you're posting today, but then like maybe a year later, you switch it up and you realize, well, I don't like what I used to post, and you want to talk about something completely different. Like, that's okay. It's okay to evolve. And it's okay for other people to have a different opinion and choose whether or not if they want to evolve and grow with you on your journey or not. Like, it's like the art of detachment. Like, detach from the opinion and judgment of others, but also detach from your limits and beliefs too. Like, no, when you say something like that, be like, that's a limited belief I have. Let's elevate the way I think. Let's evolve. Let's evolve. Okay, I still have time. Let's see. So oh no. Oh, I thought the light went out. The light did go up, but I thought like the light in the bathroom went out. My ring light went out. Oh, by the way, like this is the light that I use. If anyone's like, they're like, what kind of light, you know, like if you want to like create content, Amazon. And these are like probably like $20. Totally inexpensive. You don't really need like a huge production. You don't really need all that. You know what, quite frankly, I feel like people feel more like they're on FaceTime with you when it seems like they're just talking to you like in this kind of form, if that makes sense, you know? But when things are like really like production, sometimes I don't really connect with the content, if that makes sense. When things are just kind of like this, I feel like I'm having like a girl chat, like I'm just hanging out with a person. So, hi Sonia. I really enjoyed the podcast. You do a great job. Have a great day. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm so happy you're enjoying the podcast. So you guys are staying on YouTube. So I think we're getting like a little bit, oh yeah, it just started raining. We've been having like really bad weather lately in Florida, like the hurricanes and stuff. So, um, there it goes. It just started pouring. It just started pouring rain. My hair. I'm glad I didn't wash my hair today though, because it's like, oh my God, the wind is crazy. Literally our, one of our coconut trees is literally like bending. Oh wow, it's crazy. But I'm glad I did not wash my hair today, because this rain, I swear, every time I get my hair done, for some reason it starts raining. And I'm like, I don't want to ruin my new silk press. So I'm glad I didn't go get it done. Thank you. I have to like call my grandma again later and tell her like we are okay. She called me this morning. She was so sweet. She was like, are you guys okay? She watches the news and she sees like the hurricane and all that stuff. She's like, are you guys okay? So let me make sure. You know what? I'm gonna keep this phone. Where's my other phone? Okay, never mind. It's on 100. I always want to make sure my phones and my like mobile devices or whatever are fully charged, just in case. I mean, we do have a generator, but just in case, you know, like the electricity go out and stuff. I always try to like keep a full charge phone and stuff. So all right, I need to like redo that. Okay, so let's set the base. I need some setting powder. Wow. I've never seen it rain like that. It kind of makes you don't want to go outside. This weather, and like we are actually supposed to go run an errand or two, but it kind of makes you don't want to leave the house. This weather, like, oh my goodness. At least you guys are hanging out with me today. I'm like, I did my makeup for the girls. I would have still did my makeup anyway, but if we decide not to leave because of this weather. Oh, just in case anyone is curious, I like to mix my powders. This is the Huda Beauty and the Laura Mercier powder. I like to mix it because sometimes I find the Laura Mercier to be a little like too like, how can I describe it? It doesn't leave a white cast like when you take pictures or anything like that, but I find it like a little, like the powder is like a little too light or something. But I like the Huda Beauty because it's like a yellow powder, and it's like it complements each other, like when you mix it together and then you like dust off the excess powder. So I like to mix the two. Or sometimes I may wear the Huda Beauty. This is the shade. I can never pronounce it, but that's the shade that I use. And I love these little travel size because it's just, it fits perfect in my makeup bag. But I like to use that sometimes by itself. I do have a shiny T-zone, so a lot of powder for me makes sense. So, that was a lot of powder. I didn't mean that much. uh, we used to have like a little bird that would sit by the window. I wonder where this bird is at now because this weather is like crazy. Where's my little birdie, my little friend? Every morning I would have a bird come and visit me, literally. So, all right, this right here, if you get one product that I use on my face today, this is the Deep Mauve Less Beige Chanel. This is so pretty. So it's like a 3-in-1. It's a contour, blush, and a highlighter. This is like the highlighter. This is the contour and this is the blush. I think they have like 3 or 4 different color palettes. I love this. It's so beautiful. And I just take like a brush like this and just kind of like mix all 3 together and do that. It's so beautiful on. Can you guys hear the thunder? Oh no. Well, at least this makeup won't go in vain because I actually do have to shoot some content. I'll just do like some indoors content. All right, so for eyes, I kind of want to do, I'm gonna just take this and just kind of do like a little smoky brown chocolate or whatever. And let's see what else. I think I may add a Good Day to Binge. Yeah, I think I may do like a little bit of, I did my makeup really pretty. Oh, it stopped. Or did it stop? Or the ring's kind of like different? I think I may do like a really pretty gold. I always do this because at first I was gonna do like a no makeup kind of look, but then I'm like, I want to be dramatic. I want to be dramatic. I think I may play with like some gold or something. So I'm gonna use this Tarte palette. This is Tartelette Energy palette. And there's a lot of pretty shimmer shades in here. Like, look how pretty this palette is. Obviously, you can tell the one I use the most. It's almost gone, but I feel like I want to play with this gold. I did play with this yesterday. This color is called Peaceful. Like, the names in this palette is so pretty. Peaceful, Good Vibes, Uplift, Serenity, Vivacious, Charge, Motivate, Chill, Aura, Harmony, Inspired. Like, I love the names of this palette. It's so pretty. I don't remember, like, I don't even know if this palette is still like available, but I think I got this at Sephora. So it's so pretty. I feel like I want to like use one of these shades in here. But, and that's like another thing too. I feel like even to my makeup, like the name of the products that I apply. Oh, it stopped raining. Yay. Even like the makeup that I apply, like the names of like the lipsticks or the blushes, to me, like makes a big difference. Like the names of them, like, I think I'm gonna apply, what do I apply? I have Peaceful, Good Vibes. Let me show you guys so you can see. This one is Peaceful. This one is Peaceful. This one is Good Vibes right here. So Peaceful, Good Vibes. And this one is Harmony. I'm leaning, oops, I think my pinky is in the way. This is Harmony, Peaceful, Good Vibes. Do I want to do like a Harmony? Do I want to do a Peaceful? Let's see. I think I'm gonna do a, oh, I'm kind of like, which one do I want to do? And then we have Motivate. I could do like a pink shimmery. Like, can you guys kind of tell that color? It's not like a pink. It's kind of like a, I don't know what color you would call this, but it's so pretty. There's so much to choose from. I don't know which one I want to do. Let's try Peaceful. All right, we're experimenting. Let's see if I like that. I think this is what I was going for. We're gonna do lashes, obviously. So, all right. So you see how I'm applying? I should probably like scoot up so you can see. I wanna make sure. Okay. So this is the Peaceful. I think I like this. Okay. Hi, thank you. I love this palette. It's so pretty. It's Tarte. I'm just using this mirror so I can see. The only thing I have to be careful sometimes is like the fallout. But I really love the name of the palette. Like the name is so beautiful. It's like it's an energy palette. It's very inspiring. It inspires me to play. If you guys watch like my Get Ready With Me, you know I don't really do much color on my lids. It's like very neutral. So like this palette is really inspiring me to like play a little bit. Okay, so I feel like I want to like, I know I look cray-cray right now, but it's gonna come together. Have faith. Have faith. I feel like I want to add a little something else to it. Oops, what was that? I don't know why, but my mind is telling me purple. Is that the new one from them? Because they have put out in the past me passing on them. I don't know if this is the new one. I've had this for a while. I can't remember when I purchased this. But it may still be available. It's called Tarlette Energy. I'll put it in the chat in case you want to like look it up and see. Make sure I'm spelling it correct. Tarlette. Hold on. Tarle. Oh, I know I did something wrong. Tartelle Energy. There we go. And I'll put it over here in the Instagram. In case you guys want to like look it up and see if you want to get the palette. I don't do colors, but I may have to try this. It doesn't look very powdery. It's not powdery. That's why I actually love it. It's you can actually use your fingers too. You don't really have to use a brush. And you know, I feel like, cause like a lot of makeup artists, they tell me this, like, cause your body temperature, I feel like when you use your fingers, these colors look beautiful on your eyelid. Like it really pops. So you're welcome. Let me know if you can find the palette and you buy it and you like it. But I feel like some of these colors, they look like jewel colors. You know what I mean? Like very beautiful, pigmented. It's not a lot of powder. It's not that kind of formula. So I'm getting a little inspired by chill. So far I've used peaceful and chill. The name of these colors are kind of like vibing together. Peaceful and chill. This life has been peaceful and chill for sure. Okay. Have anyone been watching the Paris Olympics? Like I watched some of it. I haven't seen everyone, but I've watched some of it. So this is how it looks so far. Okay, so far. And we're gonna do some lashes, and then I'm gonna probably touch it up or whatever, go in with something else. Oh, I need the mirror. Where did I put that up? So, okay, so you watched some of it. Do you have like a favorite sport that you like watching on the Olympics? Just curious. You know what I didn't realize that was a sport? Okay. Handball. I didn't even know handball was a sport. Like, I finally realized what it was because I was like, I've never seen anyone play this sport before. What is this? It looks like basketball and soccer all in once. I don't know. Where is my... I thought I brought my lashes over here. I may have to like get up and find my lashes. I could have sworn I brought them over here. Uh-oh. I actually was intrigued by the shotguns. Oh my God. The guy, was he from Germany? The one that he won like a silver medal? Let me find my lashes. I thought I brought them over here. Oh no. They have to be here somewhere. I had some Lily lashes and I don't know where they're at. Like these are like the really good lashes. I cannot find them. So we'll figure it out. I don't know if I should use those lashes. I don't know which one is which. I have like these lashes, Everyday Miami by Lily, and I love them and I just lost them. So I guess that means we'll use this because I'm not sure like if these lashes are like they go together or not. That's annoying. I literally just had them. Also, thank you for introducing me to the book, The Secret. It changed my life. Oh my God, I'm so happy. I love The Secret. Like The Secret was like what really clicked in my head. Like it was life-changing. So I'm so happy you love it, you found it helpful. Anything that like elevates my way of thinking in life, I'm not a gatekeeper, like I'll share. So I'm happy you found it like resourceful and helpful. But oh my God, so that guy with the gun, I think he was from Germany. Oh, did this dry up? No. Hold on. Okay, so I think, let me put this on before the lash. Okay, so if you've ever had trouble putting lashes on, this little pen, I got this for free because you know, like when you go to Sephora, they have like at checkout, they have the your points. You can like pick anything you want in the case. I got this. It's a power liner and it's a eye glue liner. It's like it's a eyeliner and it's lash glue liner in one. So it's like 2 in 1. This helps me put my lashes on like really quick and like it's the best. So if you are in the market, I kind of want to layer my lashes. I'm gonna do one and then I think I'm gonna do like another for a little dramatic lash. I'm so mad though, I cannot find my lashes. And watch, as soon as I end the live, those lashes are gonna appear. It always happens when you're not looking for it. Uh-oh. The only thing about this, you have to move quick and you cannot leave the lid off of this or this will dry up. So like that's the only thing. I have to be mindful about it. Oh, I saw like on her stories one time, I'm talking about Lily Galici, but these lashes are Ardell Wispies that I'm putting on right now. But the glue is Lily Galici. She has some lashes that it activates with your hand. Like you don't even need glue or whatever. I want to try those lashes. Let's see. Best book, The Secret and the Four Agreements. Oh my God, the Four Agreements. If you're looking for a book to read that is really gonna like change your mindset and just like really open your mindset, is definitely The Four Agreements. I love Don Ruz Miguel. Like he's a really good author. His books are so like, you know, you could really read them within like 30 minutes if you're like a fast reader. But you don't even have to like read through it fast. Like it's really good to just like maybe read a page a day, like that kind of situation. I kind of want to layer these lashes. I need some drama in my lashes because the other ones that I was gonna put on, they were like a little bit more drama, but they were like everyday drama lashes. These, I'm creating a little drama. Like if you need some drama in your life, let the makeup, your hair, your outfit be the drama in your life. That's how I see it. The hair, the makeup. I don't even have to put lash on here. I mean, glue on here. I can just like line it up. You see a difference? Okay. Now I'm just gonna like make sure. I like that kind of drama. Yeah, honestly, like Let the lashes, let the lashes, the makeup, the hair, the lipstick, let that be the drama in your life. Okay, so I feel like I can play a little bit more with the eyes now that I have the lashes on. I can add like a little bit more. Play a little bit with Harmony, see what Harmony's talking about. At this point, I'm just playing around. At this point, I'm just playing around. All right, so. Okay. I don't know what our lips are gonna be, but I'm going to do a little bit of highlighter. Take my pin curls down, and then we'll figure out the lips. Like, should we keep the lips neutral, or should we just be like drama, bold lips? Like, I don't know. Like, I don't even know what I'm wearing today. Like this weather. So I want to do, oh, I know, it's like I want to do something, I can't remember what it is I want to do. So I'm gonna, okay, so you said neutral. I love that you're suggesting neutral. You're not letting me leave the house looking crazy. I love that. Oh my God, I could not find this yesterday. I'm not wearing this though. Yesterday I was searching for this lip gloss, and I have like 1,000 lipsticks down here. Like, I wish I could pick it up and show you, but I can't. But I was searching for this yesterday and I could not find it. I'm gonna keep it here. But when you're not looking for something, it's literally right there. Like, oh, I was searching for it, high and low. Okay, so I need a dramatic, not dramatic, I need a neutral look. We're gonna do light rose, I feel like, and a brown lip liner. I feel like I should sharpen this a little bit more. Only because the eyes, I know, I know. Listen, in my head, I started out with like, oh, makeup, no makeup eye look. And then I got excited. The palette literally was like shimmers and like, you know, all the pretty colors. And then like I got excited all of a sudden. And then that's what happens when you're playing in makeup. Always happens. Still looking for my family, my family room TV remote. It'll show up when I'm not involved the plane. I look for, oh my God. Can you still change like the channels and stuff? Or do you have to like go to the TV? I hate that. Oh my God, I hate that when you lose the remote. Because I'm like too lazy to get up and like change the channels. So this color is light rose. It's such a pretty like neutral pink color. You know, it's like a lilac. It's like an undertone like lilac or whatever. Really pretty. Oh, you have the app. Okay. I probably could download the app, but yeah, that's good. That's good you have an app. That is so funny. See? Let's see. Oh, I'm almost ready. Okay. Okay. While the lips are like, so this is like a two-step. The lipstick and then the gloss to seal it in, because the lipstick literally lasts like all day. The Chanel Duo lipsticks, but while the lipstick is like settling, we are going to take these curls down. Uh-oh, my hair got tangled. And let's see how the curls came out. I hope everything looks beautiful, and I think they did. Okay. We're gonna do some hairspray. And it stopped raining, so I could probably get some pictures outside today. Do some content outside. Let's see. All right, one more. I think that's it. All right, so hairspray. Oh, I feel like a clip somewhere. No? Okay. Actually, we're gonna have to stand up for this. So this hairspray, I've used this hairspray for like, I don't know how many years. Like, this reminds me of my pageant and cheerleading days. Like, you can literally smell the girls walking down the hallway with this, for sure. And then I feel like I want to do So Pretty, have a great day. You too, thank you. This helped me through my work afternoon, receive some motivation in makeup tutorial. Thank you for being here for the girls. Thank you, I'm so happy and motivated. So just using a little bit of oil. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Let me put this up before I spill this. How did the curls came out? Oh my god. I need like a little bit of brush in the front. Okay. Other than that, let's do a little bit of a lip gloss. Okay. You're definitely right with the nude lip for sure. Okay. Thank you. I love it. Not so bad with like hair in between wash day. Oh my god, this is like came out really good. I feel like my camera. There we go. The curls look good. Nice. I actually like how I curl. Okay, I like how the curl, like, this is a different style, like how I curled my hair today. I like how the curl just kind of like, it layers. Yes, that's like the word I was looking for. You get me. Layers. It looks like layers. That's how her hair looked in the video. She had like layers and stuff. So yeah, I love it. Oh, okay, I have a new technique. Thanks to Emily from TikTok. I have a whole new technique for sure. Okay. Oh, I feel like I want to do I want to do a little bit, let's see. like a little bit more blush. I don't know if I'm like 100%. Like a little bit more blush. I'm using this blush, by the way. I know it looks very bright and bold, but like it looks really good like on when you diffuse it out, so it's not like as bright. Okay. Oh, this color, by the way, just in case, is Rosa. Rosa. Beautiful shade of pink. Ooh, who is she? All right, so that is it. I need to actually add a little bit of eyebrow to the tail because I lost a little bit of it. But other than that, I think everything looks really good. Yeah, that looks much better. And then I have this Anastasia Beverly Hills brow pencil. Gonna use it to clean up a little bit. I love this brow pencil because it kind of gives you like a little lift, like a brow lift or whatever. And let me blend this out a little bit. So, okay. I think that's pretty. All right, I'm gonna stop touching little touch-ups or whatever. I love it. All right, that's it. Thank you so much for hanging out. Thank you, goddesses. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So now I am gonna like get dressed. I'm gonna try to film some content before it starts raining again. I don't know like if we're gonna get like really bad weather. Pray for me. Everything's okay over here on the East Coast. Oh, okay. I gotta go. All right, until next time. Don't forget, August Affirmations is out. We'll go live again soon. And have a beautiful day. Have a beautiful day. Oh, and guys, click the link in the bio. Check out the article that Habits of a Goddess was featured in and read it. Let me know your thoughts. All right, bye.